Welcome, I'm Matthew Peters, a current Life Scout, and in this video, I'll cover the basics when it comes to earning the red rope through the Red Rope Challenge. The Red Rope Challenge is an infamous knot tying challenge where a scout such as yourself must complete 14 specific knots in under a minute. If you are able to do so, you will get the red rope as a reward in completion. The knots tied with the method I will demonstrate are sequenced as clove hitch, sheepshank, half hitch, double half hitch, taut line hitch, overhand knot, double overhand knot, surgeon's knot, square knot, sheep bend knot, slip knot, the bowline knot, timber hitch, and the figure eight. You may think it's too difficult, especially if you're younger or maybe a more inexperienced scout, but no reason to fear. Just know that I, along with many others, were able to pick up the rope and complete the Red Rope Challenge shortly after joining Scouts. So, if you're up for the challenge, grab a nice comfortably long-sized rope, maybe a little shorter, and let's begin. The first part of this method is short and sweet, starting with the clove hitch and sheepshank. For the clove hitch, to save time, we start in this position in the center of the rope with both palms facing opposite directions. You twist inwards and cross. And with this, we'd have completed the first knot of the challenge. The sheepshank uses the clove hitch. So first, using your left hand to hold the clove hitch into place, use your right hand to make a loop, as so, and align it in this position. Then we pull on both ends, and we have our sheepshank. This will give you the sheepshank and conclude the first part of the challenge. For the second segment, I like to use my foot to hold down on the end, which I think makes it much easier, although you could use a chair if you want. So, first, you will grab the rope while leaving enough rope on the end to tie all the knots. Using your right hand, you'll grab the end of the rope and make a loop on the rope below your left hand. This will give you the half hitch. We will then make a second loop just below, and that will give you the double half hitch. Next, remove the second loop, kind of like rewinding, and add one more loop to the first loop previously made. Then, we will finish by adding one more loop below the two above, giving us the taut line hitch. Release and reset, and you will have completed the second part. The third part starts off with the rope being held at opposite ends. First, we will wrap the two ends of the rope over each other, the same you do for the square knot. This gives us the overhand knot. We then, using the same motion, will wrap one end of the rope over and under one more time to give us the double overhand knot. Using this double overhand knot, we will wrap the ends of the rope together just like you do for the square knot. This gives us the surgeon's knot. We will then untie and unravel one wrap, bringing us back to the overhand. And now we will wrap the two ends on top of each other to give us the square knot. This next part is very tricky and possibly the most difficult part of the challenge. We will slip out both ends from the square knot, holding on like this, so we maintain this position. We will then whip the right end of the rope over the loop. Having made a full loop, we will slip the end of the rope through this hole, through the bottom, and pull. This finishes off part 3 with the sheep bend. Moving on to the last and final part of the Red Rope Challenge, all knots will be left tied to save time. It's also important to mention that this will be the most attentive to detail, so take your time. First, using your left hand, you will hold one end of the rope like so, having the end on the outside to create this loop. You then, from underneath, will insert your hand, only up to about your knuckles, and twist inwards at 180 degrees. After this, you reach for the long rope and pull out the loop. Make sure not to tie in that hard as it can mess up the next knot. But for the time being, if it looks like this, you've made a slip knot. Leaving your right hand in the same position, holding onto the rope, grab a hold of the other end, if you already haven't, using your left hand and push through the loop from the outside in, using your right hand to assist if necessary. While pinning the end of the rope gently like so, let go and use your right hand to hold onto the long rope and pull both ways. If done correctly, which may take a couple of times, you will have the bow line. The last two are fairly simple. Using the rope towards the middle, place your index finger and middle finger underneath and wrap 3 times just to be safe. 1, 2, 3. Using those 2 fingers you have inside, grab a hold of the rope that's left and pull through. Tying with this knot is unnecessary, and with this, you will have the timber hitch. The last knot of the challenge is the figure 8 knot. First, with the end of the rope on the outside, just like the bow line. You will then cross under, then on top. And you'll bring it all the way back underneath to that first loop. You pull, and once you've tied in it, you would have completed the red rope challenge. Three, 2, 1, go.
No! No way. Get out of here, man. There's no freaking way.
It's not going to be easy, but I have the confidence that if you dedicate yourself and put time into practice, each and every one of you will be able to complete the red rope challenge. Good luck. The Peters. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh.
Oh, shoot. I'm throwing.
Done.
That's still pretty. Wait, what is that? That's still pretty good.